WEXPtv. I'm your host, Ryan Goodwin, alongside Harry Williamson.
The student body is ready for the best rivalry in football. But first, let's shine the spotlight on service.
Our daily service trips kicked off last week. Our students can leave to serve every day around the Philadelphia area. With more on these amazing opportunities, let's head over to the other side of the studio.
Good morning, guys, and welcome to our brand new debut feature of Service in the Spotlight. I'm here today with some seniors to talk about our weekly service opportunities that we just kicked off last week here at LaSalle. These opportunities include working with the elderly, working in the streets of Philadelphia, with underprivileged communities and children who need help with tutoring. And here are some seniors with me. So to my right here we have...
What's up, guys? I'm Jack O'Malley, and I do LaSalle Academy Tutoring, and I do Human Rights Club.
Hey guys, I'm Luke Melanson, and I'm working with ElderShare and Homeless Outreach.
What's going on, LaSalle? I'm Luke Opilski, and I do Treast House.
Hey LaSalle, I'm Matt Harmeyer. I'm a senior, and I do LaSalle Academy Tutoring.
So you guys have been working in your various programs for a pretty long time. Given that you guys are seniors, you kind of have a lot of experience. What kind of urged you guys to get involved, and why is it meaningful to you?
Well, at least for me, starting out freshman year, you come into a school that you've never been in before. It's kind of intimidating not really having anything to do. And I came in, freshman year, a couple weeks in, actually in Mr. Pinder's French class, he started advertising Treast House. And I went for the first time, loved it, kept on going back before and after. So
Great.
Yeah, I kind of have a similar experience to Luke. I had Mr. Williams freshman year, so him constantly talking about Human Rights Club. One day I just decided to go, and I've been there ever since. It's a great time. You get to meet some new friends, talk about some great stuff, so that's what makes me stay in it.
With LaSalle Academy, I've been doing it for like 3 years. At the beginning of sophomore year, I just kind of heard it on the announcements and saw it on the newsletter, and I kind of thought I needed to get involved in something, so it started off as doing it for my resume. But after I started doing it a couple times, you get to actually interact and kind of get a relationship with the kids. You start going back and seeing them every week, and it starts to become actually pretty fun. Not as much, it's is service, but it seems fun to do.
Right.
Right, so ElderShare, it was kind of the same way. For example, I think this is probably the easiest program to get into, I'd say. So I was introduced by it in my freshman religion class, maybe the first or second day, handing out schedules for weekly service. Thought to myself, oh, it's like every week, not just freshman branch out day and all that. So, asked Bishop Dennery, said, yeah, you can go to Mondays, Tuesdays. So I said, all right, no kidding, and just kind of went with it with ElderShare. And ever since then, I've been going back, and I've really enjoyed, spending quality time and the people that we meet and the people that I'm serving with.
85% of students are participating in LaSalle's service opportunities. That ranges from our sports teams, weekly service, and of course our summer service programs. So all you got to do is go across from the Dean of Students office and sign up today. Don't be afraid to try something new, and of course it's always great to be a part of the tradition and join the legacy of the LaSallian Service Mission.
Thanks, guys. Our annual college interview day is coming up on October 1st, a big day for the class of 2020. We caught up with the Director of College Counseling, Mr. Brett, to learn more about this event.
How's it going, LaSalle? This is Bobby McCartney with the junior class. I'm here with Mr. Brett from College Counseling. He's here to tell us a little bit more about Interview Day. Mr. Brett, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, Bobby.
All right, why don't you tell us a little bit more about Interview Day, what it's all about.
All right, so College Interview Day, we are in our 30th year at least of having that here at LaSalle. We were the first school in the area to host something like this. We've had a couple schools that have followed us in the last couple years. The positives are we have around 50 colleges coming, 65 college reps, and the seniors get to meet one-on-one and have an interview. They'll have an interview for 15 minutes with the college, and they get some positive feedback. They get realistic feedback about their admissions chances and maybe some scholarship opportunities. And it really, I think, helps to build their confidence, help them get a more sense of their college list as well. The seniors will be in homeroom this Friday to select the colleges they plan on attending with. And on that day, on Tuesday, October 1st, they'll be wearing shirt, tie, blazer. We're going to go through with them in group advisory about having a nice firm handshake, eye contact, all that good stuff.
Awesome, cool. So you mentioned it's, they get one-on-one with all the college representatives. Why would that be important in their selection process?
So they'll look at they'll choose five colleges in order of preference, and hopefully get at least 3 or 4 of those. The importance is that they're making a one-on-one connection with the individual, the college rep, who's going to be making the initial decision on their application. So it's a great opportunity for them to, put a face with the name, and then to ask them some specific questions that they may not be able to ask if they were in a normal college visit setting.
Cool.
So this is in addition to the college visits. So last year, LaSalle had 170 colleges come to our campus. So seniors are also encouraged to sign up in SCORE, which is our new software program, to meet with the colleges that visit here on a daily basis. And that takes place in the College Counseling Center or the chapel, and that's where you'll have 15 or 20 guys and one of the college reps there. So this is in addition to the college interview day. And then a little bit later in October, we're also going to be having all the Jesuit colleges will be coming here, where juniors and seniors can pop in and meet with them in the gym on the next day to be announced.
Awesome. Are there any more tips you have for maybe seniors that aren't quite sure what to ask or anything like that?
Our college matchbook, page 100 and page 101, has a bunch of questions to prep them on what to ask an admissions rep. Year in and year out, we always get positive feedback that the guys are very well prepared. They're very genuine in their questions that they have for the college reps. And I think it's important for the young men to realize that these college reps they're warm, they're personable. They're here because they like LaSalle. And they like the job that they're in. They like that interaction with young men. So it's not a day to be nervous. It's a day, but it's a good preparation for having an interview. Because down the road, you're going to need that for an employer, meeting with a coach, meeting with a college rep on campus, and it also exposes some of the guys to a college they may not have thought of before, and gives them some more intimate information there. And one of the last things I want to say while we're on here is we're encouraging all the young men, all the seniors, to pop into our office. They have to meet with Mrs. Palopoli to give her their college list, and they also need to add those colleges within the SCORE program as well.
Cool. Well, thank you, Mr. Rep, for coming on. Thanks again.
Bobby.
And guys, back to you.
The biggest rivalry in sports kicks off once again on Saturday night. LaSalle versus St. Joseph Prep, 7 p.m. at Wissahickon High School. And the student body is fired up. Here's Patty Heckard with some of the football guys to get you ready for the big matchup.
Good morning, LaSalle. I'm Patty Heckard here with 3 members of the football team. LaSalle faces off against Prep this weekend for another installment of the long rivalry. The last time Prep lost to LaSalle football was in 2015 during the PCL Championship, when Nick Ranella pulled off arguably the greatest catch in LaSalle football history. Here's the clip. With us today are 3 members of the football team: Dylan Trainer, Ryan Savage, and Jalen DeVos. How you guys doing today?
We're doing well.
It's good to hear. So what would a win against Prep mean for yourself and LaSalle this week?
It would be big. It means we're back on top. We've been a long period without beating these guys, and we won them bad this year after we could have beat them last year, but we didn't finish the goal, and we're really ready to go this weekend.
Good answer. You guys are starting the year 4-0. On the season. How are you guys going to approach this game against Prep?
I think we're going to approach it, like every other game we've had this season. Obviously there's a bit of a rivalry here, but our whole motto this season, again, like Jalen said, is being back on top. And to be back on top, it's important that we treat every game like it's the same game. And this is going to be the most important game for us, not only because it has that rivalry, but also just because it's the next one on our schedule.
So how important is your fellow students' attendance at this game?
It is crucial for them to come. We feed off their energy, and we just need them to get loud, get rowdy. Let's go, baby! Let's go! Let's go! We need this energy all game long.
We will see you Saturday at 7 o'clock at Wissahickon when LaSalle takes on Prep.
Also in sports, congratulations to our #1 ranked cross-country team for winning the Briarwood Invitational. Vincent Toomey, Ethan Mayer, and Braden Kors finished first, second, and third.
And our varsity soccer team now ranked in the top 15 in the state after a great 2-1 overtime win over Roman Catholic last week to move into first place in the Catholic League.
And our annual admissions open house is Sunday morning, September 29th. Anyone interested in joining our community is invited to attend.
Thanks for watching. Stay up to date with everything LaSalle on our social media channels.
See you at the game on Saturday night.